Hello there, I have returned to do the next video for the inequalities unit. So today, let's go. We're gonna write an inequality given its graph. So let's go ahead and flip to page number 5 and get started with notes. So, once again, I'm totally awesome, and I wrote all the steps for you at the top of your paper. So, let's go ahead and talk about them. So, there's 3 main steps when you're writing an inequality given the graph on the number line. So, step 1, identify the location of the circle. So, we know that that's the number we're going to use. Number 2, identify the type of circle, whether it's a closed or an open circle. So, you know that by which sign you're going to use, whether it's less than or greater than, or less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to. You get the point. And then number 3, identify the direction of the line. So letting us know where it's going and which inequality to use, whether it's with the line or without the line. So, example number 1. The point is at number 5. So that's what we're going to fill in here. Point is at number 5. And then it is a closed circle. And the numbers are, let's see, we've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Those are all less than 5. So since it's a closed circle, we know we're not going to be using these two because it doesn't have the line under it. And we know that it's not going to be the greater than symbol because all the numbers are less than 5. So x is less than or equal to 5. And that is all. That is all. Just follow the little steps, figure out what the number line is actually saying. So if we look, example number 2. The point is at -4. -4. And it is an open circle. So since it's open, you can cross out the equal to inequalities. And that we know that the numbers are less than -4. Because you get -5, you get -6. It just keeps going on and on. And those are all less than. So we've got x is less than -4. And that is our answer. Alright, so for number 3, our point is at 0. It's at 0, and it's an open circle, not closed. So that means these two inequalities are out of here. And then the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are greater than 0. So we can get rid of our less than symbol, and we know that x is greater than 0. So these ones are pretty similar once you guys are starting to get the hang of the inequality signs and get a hang of the actual direction of the line. So let's keep going on to some more examples. I think we've got 3 more. So if we look at this number line, we know our point is at -1. It's at -1. And it is a closed circle, not open, so you can get rid of those two inequality symbols. And so if you're at -1, then it goes to -2, then -3, then -4, then -5. You can see that the numbers are less than -1. But keep in mind they're also less than or equal to, just because that line is closed. So we know that we're going to be using this inequality symbol. So x is less than or equal to -1. -1. Alright, our next example is our point. We have to figure out which number it's at, because that lets us know which number we have to use for the actual inequality. So if you see on the number line, our point is at 1. And it is an open circle. It's not colored in. So you can cross out the closed one. You can cross out the equal to inequalities, because deuces, we're not using you. Alright, and now your next step is to figure out if the numbers that have the line above it are greater than or less than 1. So we've got 2, yeah, that's bigger than 1. 3, yeah, that is also bigger than 1. 4, 5, bigger than 1. So numbers are greater. What do wonderful pen, greater than 1. So when we fill this out, we're going to be using this inequality symbol, because that's the greater one, because your Pac-Man wants to eat the bigger number. All right. We have one more example. First step, find out where your number is. What number are you using? You're using it at 4, because that's where the point is. And we know that it's an open circle because we could see it with our eyes. So closes out of here. So you can get rid of the 2 inequalities with the equal to signs with them. And then lastly, you got to figure out if the numbers are less than or greater than. So if we're at 4, we're including 3, we're including 2, we're including 1, 0, -1, -2, -3, -4, and -5. Those numbers are all less than 4. So when we write this answer, we've got our x, we've got our variable, and those numbers are not bigger than 4, they are less than 4. So we fill in that inequality, because 4 is the biggest number. So x is less than 4. You can cross out that example, and that's it for today. Hopefully it's not too bad. Go ahead and go to the front of your booklet, check off your first part, and go ahead and tackle your assignment. If you guys have any questions, you know the dealio. Ask. Bye.